वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
याद निरंतर ऐसे ही सेवा भी निरंतर सेवादारी अपने को अनुभव करते हो कि 8 घंटे की सेवादारी, 10 घंटे की सेवादारी, ये ब्राह्मण जन्म में याद और सेवा के लिए और कुछ करना है क्या? यही है ना। हर श्वास, हर सेकंड याद और सेवा साथ साथ सेवा के घंटे अलग है और याद के घंटे अलग है। नहीं ना? अच्छा, बैलेंस है। अगर 100% सेवा है तो 100% ही याद है। दोनों का बैलेंस है। बैलेंस अंदर बढ़ जाता है ना। परम योगी का अर्थ ही है कर्म और याद, सेवा और याद। बैलेंस समान होना चाहिए। ऐसे नहीं कोई समय याद ज्यादा है और सेवा कम, या सेवा ज्यादा है याद कम। जैसे आत्मा और शरीर जब तक स्टेज पर है तो साथ साथ है ना, अलग हो सकते हैं। ऐसे याद और सेवा साथ साथ रहे। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti, Merciful Bestower. To give means to increase your own self-respect. Since the Father has made you souls full, you souls who are full have to become bestowers. Do not become those who take. I have to give. Do not be those who desire to take, but become those who have a desire to give. The more you become a bestower and give, the more your treasures will increase. If you give respect to someone, to give to others means to increase your own self respect. Do not take, but give, and it will become like receiving. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 24. Merciful and bestower. To give means to increase your own self respect. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. We are still celebrating Diwali. They call it small Diwali, pre-Diwali, whatever. And today is real Diwali. When I say day of Diwali, actually it is on 24th, but there is eclipse on sun, which is the last for this year, but seems to be quite big. So they changed the date to 23rd. No, to 24th. Originally was 25th. So happy Diwali again. It's good. We can celebrate many days, right? Baba keeps reminding us of the balance between service and remembrance. And also while doing action to have remembrance. And Baba says when there is remembrance, there is also service happening. Baba wants us to be consistent server, 24 hours. And I can say that Brahma Baba was 24 hours. Because even when he is in remembrance, he is giving light and might to the souls. In the afternoon, Baba will, when he will relax, he will start talking about world service. And it is like when there is purity, I think every thought of Baba was igniting or awakening the souls. Many used to have vision of Brahma Baba. And all of us also, and I think so much pull towards Baba as soon as I saw Baba. So I am always think about how Brahma Baba constantly served through his rays of light and might. Even when he will speak some words about souls of the world, as if you could feel that lamps are being ignited. His love for souls, his pure feelings for the souls. So the thought had that capacity, had power to awaken, to ignite. And then, of course, those who were in contact with Baba He set example. Sometimes I wonder that maybe there are some, but to follow him for 30 plus years, every morning, Baba spoke morning. Body, the age of his chariot was quite aged, right? But how he will wake up and then he will get ready and he will come to Murli class. And I don't know how many of you know that at dot, when I say so punctual, I got some opportunity to take him to classroom for Murli. And even if I am half a minute late, he will be standing there. He was so punctual. I sometimes wonder, of course, his power of yoga, love for Baba, but also consistent server and to set example for us also. And that's why I tell everyone, as long as you can manage to go to Baba's home for class, do it. Because we don't know, sometimes it might not be practical. So at least we get 60%, 70%, if not 100% marks. But also during day, whenever he walked, we could feel his drishti was giving us power, inspiration, directions. All that was through his drishti. Because Baba never said much to anyone personally. He will share mostly what he had been churning, and then also whatever he is churning or making efforts in next morning in the Murli, he will tell everything, whether it is service plans or what he had been churning. So this balance, I think we all have to remind ourselves. That's why I always feel when Baba says it, he should not see it like he said it in the past, but what is required at present. That's what Baba says. So I think we need to pay attention to that. And then, of course, a good example of bestower. Whatever we gave for Baba's Bhandara. Say a rare example where the founder of the organization established the organization by surrendering all his wealth, family, everything. Generally, people begin something to get money and use money for organization. But Baba, and of course many others at that time, collectively created this Baba's Yagya. And they kept sustaining that Yagya. As you all know that for 14 years, no one from outside would go much or gave anything materially also. But it was all that resources this Brahma Baba and others in the community had pulled together. They will use it for service. So that's quite a great fortune, right? But what we can do now, Baba had all that wealth because he was businessman, but many of us, we really don't have personal resources, right? but our bhavna towards the soul. We serve yajna with bhavna. So others are inspired to support the yajna. So Brahma Baba served with lot of love, lot of bhavna. It's not easy. He got many sisters trained. They learned how to cook. They learned everything to do. They didn't know anything. I don't think there was anyone who knew how to cook. Yeah, maybe the older ones, but many young Kumaris, they didn't know. So Baba had these chefs came and taught them to make samosa and gulab jamun and vegetables, everything. And until now, you know that when you go to Pandavavan, the food tastes so good, right? So how to be consistent server? Every action, every word I speak, some service happens. And that definitely we can do. And also, two things are very important at this time for our sustenance and others for yajna. One is spiritual atmosphere, spiritual love, spiritual sharing of knowledge, collective yoga, so that the atmosphere is spiritual. And it's so easy for other souls then to be sustained. Spiritual love creates spiritual atmosphere. And second is also then be a good example for everything. Offering bhog with bhavna, making bhog with bhavna. That means consistent service is only possible if I have bhavna. Otherwise, it's not practical. It won't happen. So that is important. Bhavna is important. But also commitment. And really, if you keep commitment, you see how Baba will help you. We have few souls here. Whatever their lokic circumstances were, and change, but this soul will do what she always did. Whether it is making bhog on Sunday, whether it is getting things for Baba's yajna. She adjusted her whole timetable in such a way, beautiful way. And then, of course, the return is right here too. So everyone has to remember that do action which, when others also see it, they are inspired. So this word of being consistent server, but also server is one who bestows, right? And more you bestow, Baba said, your treasure store will remain full. And all that what we hear and think is only when we do it in practical that our trust grows and power grows. And trust and power both are very, very important. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Avyakti Parivar family. Greetings for Diwali with heartfelt feelings and bhavna. I'm sure all of you can feel through Mohini Didi those many, many years with Brahma Baba and the dedication that she experienced from Brahma Baba, Bap Dada, And I'm looking forward to hearing a few more experiences from Didi. I feel the power as she's speaking, and it pulls me to Madhuban. And maybe you've experienced that too. But I would love to hear a specific experience that Didi has had that allowed her to become a natural yogi. Just as Baba was saying in the Sunday Murli, to make your nature natural. And I think I don't know if you heard me, Mohini Didi, Om Shanti, Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali, you too. Thank you. Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. Yeah, it really awakens that heartfelt feeling in my own heart. And watching these Diwali videos from the family around the world and the Diwali greetings, and my heart is overflowing. And I just thought it would be really a gift if you could remember a time that you witnessed Bap Dada, Brahma Baba, as this constant giver, this natural nature of being a bestower. If there was a scene that you can recall that
Yeah,
perhaps, yes.
it's very correct. Like Baba said, if you are full, you will bestow. And when you bestow, your treasure store will remain full. And so much happened in Yagya in the sense of many obstacles, many opposition, lot had been happening. But Brahma Baba was unshakable. Not only that, but he was cheerful. Generally you will try and be visible, like, what's going to happen, what's the future, never. And it's surprising, because he was human being, even he became the chariot of God, but still as a human being, I found it extraordinary, that since you wake up with, in Mount Abu, even now, but it used to get very cold, very cold. And Brahma Baba just wore a, vest or slippers or maybe socks once in a while. So I used to look at and I said, from where his strength is, So I think that as a bestower, because serving through thoughts, serving through words was keeping him very full, So one time there is a story, in India, I don't know from where it came, there is a belief before sleeping, drink a cup of hot milk, you could sleep well. Maybe, I don't know. So in Madhuban, not now, but there was a time after class, everyone will make a line and go and get their milk. I think you must have seen it in Pandavavan at the back. They have milk department. And even now in Shantivan, even it's through the machine, they just fill their glass and drink it. So one time there was not enough milk. So they went to Baba and said, Baba, I don't think we will be able to give enough to everyone. So Baba said, okay, today I will distribute milk. So there used to be a chair, very big pot with boiled milk. Baba sat on that chair and Baba started serving. And it was enough because when Baba was giving milk, even it was half cup, they were busy in taking drishti from Baba, not looking at milk. Generally, if we and any one of us, we have to distribute, they will look at the glass. Oh, why you gave me less? So, every action he did was like fulfilling. It's all right. It's okay. Whether it was within the family or even, for outside the souls who were not there. So Baba's bhavna or generosity or purity, every quality was so visible in actions, And I think that's what we all need to. Yesterday, call of time was to become divine. So Baba was divine. Really, it was every action you see. He's walking around in the kitchen after lunch. But there was always like there is some kind of giving in that, you know. Maybe people are tired, so when Baba is looking around, Baba is going around, it makes them feel very fresh. So that's a service also, right? I remember one time in Peace Village, there were some souls working, and one of the souls said that, oh, if Dadi Janki was there, she must have at least called for us twice or sent some toli for us. So it's like, Dadis and Brahma Baba is caring, bestowing also is caring for. Real care is that, right? So that was like Baba's example.
Yeah, I can feel that from you as you recall the story. And I imagine being with Baba at that time, his endless bestowing inspired you to bestow. And then, of course, you and the seniors encourage us to bestow and dedicate our lives. But I'm saying but. Daddy Junkie would say, never say but. Okay, I'll say however. I have to be honest that I enjoy serving. I love to serve. But then I will see, and yes, Baba told us, to focus on our dharana, yoga, and knowledge, to be natural yogi. I totally get it, but I'm wondering where I might be missing in my efforts, in my okay, so basically, I'll find myself at a limit and I can tell that I need to restore myself. I'll get irritated or I'll get grumpy. And luckily my nature is I can remain pretty cool. But I guess I really want to know, because our heart is there, our bhavna is definitely there, our commitment is there. But when do we say no, in the sense of how do we set limits for ourselves without being limited in our consciousness? So
I think,
yeah,
if we have timetable for everything, in the sense of this is the time for karma yoga, this is the time for spiritual study, this is the time for rest, whatever, if it's a proper timetable, because sometimes we keep going on, in the sense of we go over and over.
mm-hmm.
And that shouldn't happen. When we are in Madhuban with Brahma Baba, even now, there was a fixed time for everything, But what is actually timetable should be there. That means you shouldn't keep going on. So irritation comes when there is tiredness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the important qualities care. In Peace Village, there was, some people come, they want to do some karma yoga. So there was some good, very, very good IP type couple. So they said, we want to do dishes. And so they went to do, they were very happy. But dishes is something, especially when you are cooking, you keep putting in the sink, another pot. So they went on until 3 o'clock. And so next day he was little bit, the brother said, lunchtime was over. No one went to tell them, now you stop, you go, you have your lunch, and you did enough, or replace them. So I said, but that's so how true it is sometimes. We don't, it's not intentionally we do, but maybe nobody notices or whatever. So many souls, because when they have to overdo anything, they get tired or their bhavna breaks. So when you are caring, then at least we appoint someone that, okay, people after 2 hours of this, they should get break. Or so I think even in the physical way, if we create timetable for others also, then I think it both ways. No, it's us getting irritated or they getting irritated. So I think that somewhere we have to, not gentle in the sense of not be able to get things done, but in a loving way, in a caring way, because there is always lot to do in yajna. It never happens you have nothing to do. There will always be lot to do. Yeah, so it is good to sustain everyone with lot of love and care. I think that's important.
Mhm.
And if we do it, then also it will not affect us.
Thank you, Mohini Didi. That's very helpful. And again, I know it's practical, but when I hear you, somehow when you explain it, I can feel through the authority of your experience of doing so much, yet remaining cool and maintaining a timetable so that you have time for everything. And it shouldn't be that my bhavna would break or my heartfelt feelings, or I guess feel like I'm carrying, I should never think that I'm carrying the weight. Why me? This kind of thinking.
Mhm.
And also when to delegate, how do you empower others and trust that others would be able to follow through and help in the service? Um,
See, what the people don't like is control. We think we're doing very well by controlling, but that's where it's not anyone. You will be surprised. Anyone, when I say anyone, not very, uh, as I said, but people are sensitive, right? So they don't want control. But when they have love, when there is trust on them, plus, you have to give people service of their liking also. Sometimes that doesn't happen. You force them to do what you want to be done. That breaks their hearts too. So I had been telling everyone that we should be let people be comfortable. And if there is love, they will be happy, willing to do everything. It's not, but also give them sub-service of their choice. So there is a balance of karma yoga and also spiritual service. So when there is a good balance, then we can sustain them very nicely.
yes. Also, I enjoy doing with them,
Mm.
you know, decorating for Diwali. It's quite a task, bringing out all the boxes, but then to decorate with them, and then they feel inspired. So Baba said to keep a balance of knowledge and yoga. I guess perhaps it's taking that time out. And I've asked this question of you before, and I know traffic control will come, and that gives me the measurement that I'm not surrendered in my actions, because I'll go, oh, traffic control. I can feel it outside. I'm fine. I go, okay. But inside I'm going, I have the next thing to do. But what I'm hearing is I need to not only change my timetable, but also change what my aim is in how I'm doing things. So in your experience throughout, or maybe perhaps recently, how is it that you're able to surrender to Baba in that remembrance and be effective and get things done? I know it's the Amrit Vela, I know it's the traffic control, but somehow I just get invested in the task. So how do we keep that balance?
Yeah, yoga is with action, not with Baba, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if yoga is with Baba, then action will be easy also, no?
Mm-hmm.
But if yoga, who have to do this? You know, one of the training which at that time I got from that, don't keep the list of tasks in your head. And Mama taught me, then Didi Mohini taught me, because I was also a student, and I was at center, then outside service, inside service. Mama said, write everything you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then which ones are the first one. And keep doing it. And it was so interesting that my list gets over with the time. And when it is in the head, you know, like some students, anytime you ask them, oh, I have to study, I have exam. I have to study, I have exam. But not necessarily they study. You know, it's a lot in the head. So how to, if I have to be with Baba, then don't keep task in the head. You know, write down, see what you had to done, what you have to do today, you do it today. And after certain hour, you leave it up to there. If it's not that important, then you do next day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somewhere I think we need to be organized that way. So tension, irritation, forgetfulness, lot of things which are the consequences that would happen with Baba's children, you know. Baba's children need to look fresh. They should be able to smile. It's only possible when this balance is there of action and, you know, remembrance.
Yeah. The top of my to-do list should be to be with Baba. Well, thank you so much, Mohini Didi.
No,
That's a lovely gift for Diwali, for ourselves to keep balance.
it's really great to hear you so sincerely sharing your efforts, you know. So I really appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti. To be a merciful bestower. To give means to increase your own self-respect. Since the Father has made you souls full, you souls who are full have to become bestowers. Do not become those who take. I have to give. Do not be those who desire to take, but become those who have a desire to give. The more you become a bestower and give, the more your treasures will increase. If you give respect to someone, to give to others means to increase your own self-respect. Do not take, but give, and it will become like receiving. Om Shanti.
Merciful and bestower. To give means to increase your own self-respect. Since the Father has made you souls full, you souls who are full have to become bestowers. Do not become those who take. I have to give. Do not be those who desire to take, but become those who have a desire to give. The more you become a bestower and give, the more your treasures will increase. If you give respect to someone, to give to others means to increase your own self-respect. Do not take, but give, and it will become like receiving. रहम दिल दातापन देना अर्थात अपना स्वमान बढ़ाना। जब बाप ने आप बच्चों को भरपूर कर दिया तो भरपूर आत्मा दाता बनो। लेने वाली नहीं, मुझे देना है। लेने के इच्छुक नहीं, देने के इच्छुक। और जितना देंगे दाता बनेंगे, उतना खजाना बढ़ता जाएगा। अगर आपने किसी को स्वमान दिया तो दूसरे को देना अर्थात अपना स्वमान बढ़ाना। लो नहीं, दो तो लेना हो ही जाएगा। ओम शांति। Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So once again, happy Diwali to everyone. So Diwali festival is not one day, right? Even in Lokik they celebrate like 3-4 days. And we had to celebrate every day, right? So yes, you can also light diya today also as well. So let's go to Madhuban. We'll meet Bab Dada and we will celebrate our Diwali with Bab Dada. So welcome to a weekly journey. Bab Dada meeting the double foreigner children. Imperishable love of the heart brings each child close. Let's watch.
तेरी शिक्षाएं और प्यार साथी बन साथ निभाते हैं। मधुबन के वो दिन रात, मधुबन के वो दिन रात, बाबा तेरी याद दिलाते हैं।
अच्छा भी डबल फॉरेनर्स डबल फॉरेनर्स
निभाते हैं।
अच्छा इस तरफ कोई नहीं है। सर्व अफ्रीका निवासी बच्चों प्रति विशेष यही वरदान है कि सदा सर्व प्रॉस्पर्टी और सदा हर संकल्प बोल और कर्म में सहज ऑनेस्टी भाव, प्रॉस्पर्टी भाव और धर्म स्वरूप से सहज ऑनेस्टी भाव। सुना? अच्छा अच्छा पीछे भी है ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया और न्यूजीलैंड। ऑस्ट्रेलिया निवासी सर्व श्रेष्ठ भाग्यवान आत्माओं प्रति विशेष यही वरदान है कि सदा माया से विजयी और साथ साथ माया जीत विश्व के राज जीत श्रेष्ठ वरदान बाबा। साथ साथ सदा निश्चिंत और निश्चित भाव। ऑस्ट्रेलिया निवासी विशेष पाप के प्रिय।
Baba is speaking to the RCs, sisters. You have really worked very hard. Mohini Ben is telling Bap Dada that 10 years Murlis, they have studied together and written synopsis, essence, and made a book. Mohini Ben is showing that to Bap Dada. Every center is going to get one gift. It's very good, made in a very royal way. It is very good to give to someone as a gift as well. You are giving sustenance to the double foreigners. This also is a very good thing. You are very courageous and they all are moving forward. They'll continue to move forward. Your group is also very good. Bap Dada is happy. It's a very good means of filling zeal and enthusiasm in everyone. Very good, Baba is saying. Congratulations to you, congratulations to you, congratulations.
फूलों को स्नेह से अपने सींचे हैं, डबल विदेशी बच्चों को प्यार में अपने खींचे हैं। मधुबन के माली फूलों को स्नेह से अपने सींचे हैं, डबल विदेशी बच्चों को प्यार में अपने खींचे हैं। ऊंचे धाम के ऊंचे बाबा, ऊंचे धाम के ऊंचे नीचे बाबा मिलने आए नीचे हैं दूर देश वालों के बाबा दूर देश के नीचे हैं दूर देश वालों के बाबा दूर देश के नीचे हैं हैप्पी वेलकम हैप्पी दिवाली हैप्पी वेलकम हैप्पी वेलकम हैप्पी दिवाली हैप्पी वेलकम हैप्पी दिवाली दीपराज संग दीप रानियां पहली मुलाकात में दिवाली हम मना रहे हैं दिलवाला के साथ में दीपराज संग दीप रानियां पहली मुलाकात में दिवाली हम मना रहे हैं
साकार में जो कहा हो रहा साकार है मुस्कुराता आपके सपनों का संसार है दीप बन आशाओं के जल रहे हैं हम बाबा दीप बन
Om Shanti. So it's wonderful to light diya with Bamtala, right? So it feels like we all are there and we are holding Baba's hand. Sure. Okay, so tomorrow is Tuesday and our schedule will be same and including Avek Muli revision from 5 to 6 and Amritwala and evening sessions. Om Shanti. Now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi.
Om Shanti, Happy Diwali. Baba says you all are deity souls. You are worshipped in path of bhakti, but you have praise at the confluence age. So invoking gods and goddesses in each one of you. So happy, healthy, prosperous Diwali to everyone. Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Good night.